Welcome to 7 Degrees Funny Podcast.
Honda made a leap for, like, I hated the way Hondas
I love
looked.
Hondas, yeah.
Now, I have a Honda Civic
Yeah.
because I'm broke.
That thing
But
looks dope.
It looks sporty. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. One wreck, though, it's over.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
wouldn't have rocked the hatchback Honda?
I was close, but it was, the price point was a little bit higher than the
No, I'm
regular
talking about
Civic.
like the old school.
The old school? Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't know.
With the huge windshield.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. This is an 87 Honda. How dare you? Yeah, Employee of the Month.
Dude,
That's a good
the
movie.
Honda started looking like the old Geo Metros for a little bit, you know? Did you?
No, I'm not a car guy.
I'm not a car guy, but
What's the Geo Metro? Was that like our
It was
Hulk
like a
Hogan?
Honda.
Was that like our Hulk Hogan Megan Fox conversation earlier?
Yeah, it's like a Honda Civic, but with a something's been
penis.
altered. Yeah.
Oh man.
I just want to get you on a trip to the Philippines because
Thailand.
Thailand. Yeah, because you just need to experience you a lady boy.
No, here's the deal. Here's what the conversation was.
Mm-hmm.
It was, would you rather, and I heard this from, it was a question posed by Andrew Tate originally. Would you rather fuck Hulk Hogan?
Andrew Tate, the bald.
Yeah, the like manosphere
What is
dude.
he on Twitter now? What is he on?
He's on, he's on, I don't know.
Dude, he fell off because
Yeah.
they canceled him hardcore.
I saw a clip of a show that was clipping this, basically.
Oh.
And the question was, would you rather fuck Hulk Hogan with a pussy or Megan Fox with a dick? And we're like, the question was which one was gayer. And obviously fucking Hulk Hogan with a pussy is way gayer than fucking Megan Fox with a dick.
Depends how, I mean, if they were born with a dick or were they born with a pussy. So if Hulk Hogan was born with a pussy, that's just a masculine chick. But if it was like a surgical operation, then we're in a whole nother ball game.
But so you're saying it would be less gay if Megan Fox was born with a pussy, but then put a dick on her.
Yes.
But there's still a dick involved. Is it a functioning penis?
But I just think you are how you were born, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you there, 100%.
I get you're
But
trying to cancel me. You want to pull it out of me.
No, I'm not trying to cancel you. I think what my position is way more cancelable. Because
You're gay.
a little bit apparently. If I'm fucking Megan Fox with a dick over Hulk Hogan with a pussy,
So you're still. So I'm saying that I'm picking Megan Fox if it was a surgical dick, but you saying it was a natural born dick.
you gotta pose. You gotta pose. Wait, no.
Would you rather?
No, that's
Would
not.
you rather bang natural born dick Megan Fox or surgical dick Megan Fox?
Yeah, surgical dick Megan Fox. Yeah, I got you. That's fine, but that's not the question at hand, right? It's because the looks play a factor.
No,
The looks
not
play a
for me.
factor. Hulk Hogan, you're fucking. Brother.
He still has long hair though. He still has long blonde hair. From the back,
He's got a bald spot. He's got a bald
You
spot.
can't see that shit in the dark.
You can see it from the back for sure.
See it in the dark.
And those big athletic
You
glutes.
see blonde hair, and you just see cheeks clapping, and you're in a pussy.
You just wait till Hulkamania gets riled up on you, dude. It's not gonna. What you gonna do, brother?
I can't.
When Hulkamania.
I hope that's what he says when I'm about to come.
What you gonna do, brother?
I'm like,
I'm gonna come on your face, Hulk Hogan.
I'm like back
on your
shots,
fucking-
baby.
Oh my
Back
god.
shots. Don't look back. I don't want to see that fucking goatee.
And I think this
Manchu,
is
whatever.
where we just are diametrically different people.
Yeah, you're gay.
You're gay.
No, you're way more
Dude,
gay.
no, you're so gayer for wanting
There's
to fuck
no
Hulk
such
Hogan with a
things
pussy.
as dudes with. There's no such things as chicks with dicks. It's just dudes with tits.
I mean, they exist. They are out. I mean, I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. But in this instance, like, you see Megan Fox on the street, you don't know she has a penis.
Mm-hmm.
You see Hulk Hogan on the street, you assume he has a penis.
Yes.
But it don't. And we switch them.
No, I'm sitting here at a bar, and I'm like, damn, I really need to get laid. I'm sitting here at a bar.
He's on my side.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here at a bar, and I'm like, damn, I really need to get laid. And I start talking to Megan Fox. She's totally into me. She's like, oh, yeah, you're so hot. I'm so into you. And she's like, hey, but I need to tell you something. I actually have a penis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm instantly, my pecker.
You're done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pecker's curling back.
Yeah.
It's turtling, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, hey, I'll pay for I'll pay for this drink. I enjoy the conversation. I apologize.
You're a gentleman. That's very nice.
I apologize. It's just not the way I dangle.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm done with her or him, whatever. And I'm just sitting there.
Watch it.
I don't
watch it.
I don't care. Cancel me. If
Motherfucker.
I want the motherfuckers that make mistakes. All right, you fuck up and you've said something fucking wrong. Come on board. But and then I'm sitting there at the bar and I'm like, God, where have I been, Lord? I don't know what I did wrong. And then and then I look over into the corner. It's dark. I didn't even notice it before.
And he's like ripping his shirt off. Like, oh, you're like, motherfucker, that's Hulk Hogan, dude.
I'm like, yo, bro, you're Hulk Hogan. What was it like wrestling? I'm like, we're talking, we're enjoying each other's time, we're laughing. He's getting my jokes, you know. Yeah, what woman has picked up your jokes?
Yeah.
None.
Right, like he's getting all of them.
And he's throwing jokes back.
He's
does that
pounding
happen?
around with it, yeah.
Yeah, you're pounding around.
All right.
And you're like having brewskis. And he's doing the things. You're like, hey, just do it for me one time. Oh, yeah, brother.
yeah.
And he's like, looking at everybody. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing everything because you're having a good time. You're having drinks. And then he's like, you're having a few too many. He's having a few too many. And then Hulk Hogan's like, hey, brother.
Yeah. Let me tell you something.
You're breeding, mama.
I got a pussy, and I need it fucks right now.
And I'm like, show me a picture.
You're like, shit.
Show me a picture.
Show you a picture, and
he goes.
The clit's kind of big.
No.
The clit's pretty big on this one.
It's a hot summer day. He's wearing jorts.
Well, I'm just saying.
And he just slides that one leg over, and he says,
and you're like,
you say, yo, that's a pussy,
bro. That's a pussy.
And look,
well taken care of.
The carpets match the drapes.
Blonde.
It's
Beautiful blonde.
Beautiful blonde.
Right.
Blonde hair, blue eyed. It's got a little piercing down there, you know.
Definitely has a piercing on it.
Little blue gem. Blonde hair, blue eyed. And it winked at you a little bit, you know. And you're like, you know what?
Goddamn.
You know what? And then Hulk Hogan grabs you by the hand, and you're like, that's a firm grip.
He's like, come on, brother.
That's a firm grip. And I look at him and say, hey, what's your squat PR these days? And he goes, hey, I'm still squatting 320. And you're like, goddamn, that pussy tight.
Yeah.
If you squatting 320, them muscles all down there fucking pushing.
You're like, I'm half a 320.
Hey.
He could throw me around, or she could throw me around.
I don't know.
At this point, she could throw me around.
I don't know what the PSI pressure is on a pussy that can squat 320, but it sounds pretty tight.
This sounds like a fun time, regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Going back, you're riding in his Corvette that's obviously a convertible.
Yeah. 100%.
It's red.
Well,
you're jamming.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. You're upselling Hulk Hogan with a pussy, and I need to let you know that Megan Fox with a dick definitely has a nice car. At least a Ferrari, dude.
But the thing is, you were
she's
talking.
got a nice.
Listen, did you pass the bar section where she was at the bar, and y'all were having a good time? You know, you weren't having a good time. You're just like, damn, Mrs. Megan Fox. I hope I'm saying the right things. She's laughing.
She's snooty about it. Still.
She's snooty.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I actually want. You're buying her top shelf drinks the entire time, right? You're like trying to impress her, and you're like, yeah. Hey, I want to take you back to my place.
Right.
This is Megan Fox.
Mm-hmm. She's like, ah.
Yes. But she pops out her dress like that, and she goes, you see a dick and balls. The whole time you're just been like, I just been wanting to, you just imagine your penis, hopefully in her vagina.
In a vagina,
In
yeah.
a vagina. I did this, all of a sudden you're like, I can't put my penis inside you.
Not where you wanted.
No.
Not where you wanted to.
And you don't say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to stop this right here.
You don't say, hey, let me try my chances with Hulk Hogan over there real quick.
No, I'm not saying you even noticed Hulk Hogan at this point. I'm saying you never even noticed. It's Megan Fox is in the bar. You are everyone.
That's what I'm
is
saying.
only
You're all in for Megan Fox.
And then you
Because she's so hot.
But at the end of the night, she tells you she has a penis before you go back to her place.
Probably the prettiest dick
Are
you've
you-
ever seen.
You're
Probably
still-
the prettiest dick you've ever seen.
She's pulling her dress aside, and you're imagining whatever the perfect dick is for you.
This one right here. Am I right? There we go.
Like, she has the exact same penis as you. Is that what we're getting at? Like,
No, it's definitely a lot more tan. Less freckles, a lot more tan.
do you think?
I think she's probably got some foreskin on there. Honestly, to be honest.
Oh my God.
Hulk Hogan's also got foreskin on his clit, though. That's all I'm saying. Like this, it's not gonna look good.
Yeah, it's a huge clip.
You just made out the whole Hulk Hogan
But
situation.
it's Hulk Hogan.
You made it so fun, and you made the Megan Fox situation
I'm
so
telling
bad.
I'm telling. All right,
All right,
we're gonna switch it back. All right, you're at the bar. You and Megan Fox are dancing to fucking 90s
do Hulk Hogan first. Well, I guess you can't, right?
because you're
In your
automatically
situation.
leaving with Hulk Hogan.
You're automatically leaving with Hulk Hogan. I'm sticking with Megan Fox here.
But at the point you're like, okay, so you see Hulk Hogan first.
Objectively.
They said pussy. I got a pussy. You want to fuck this? And
I'm like, no, dude.
You're
Yeah,
saying-
no.
You saw that big clit, and you're like, no, ma'am, sir.
Dude,
Sir, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, Mr. the Hulk. Mrs.
He's
the
Amazon
Hulk.
positioning you at least. Like
You say,
he's-
no way, brother.
Yeah. But
And-
can you sign? Can you autograph my Hulk Hogan picture that I have here?
Also, can I take a picture of that?
Yeah, I need evidence.
I won't even put your face in it, but that's something to say. And then you're like, you've said no to Hulk Hogan at this point. Are you serious?
Well, yeah, because you don't. Well, if you're just at a bar, you don't know.
And you see Hulk Hogan's pussy?
Yeah, and because you don't know what the other
I'd
options
fuck
are.
Betty White, and she's been dead for a couple
Right,
years.
Betty White's not an option here, and so in a crowd, right? You're just approaching your night.
Yeah.
And Hulk Hogan's the first one you come across. You're like, I think I can do better than this later on.
But it's Hulk Hogan.
Right. Yeah, you wouldn't fuck Hulk Hogan regular. You wouldn't regularly fuck Hulk Hogan.
If you found out Hulk Hogan had
Had a pussy, you wouldn't fuck. It's probably not. Like
At
not
a bar,
even-
you're having a good time. You're saying the N word freely because he's
yeah,
cool with it.
obviously you're at what's that place Ryan did his mic over in Molino, the package room or whatever, the place where that dude dropped the N-bomb like 7 times.
Oh, I don't know about it. But
You're at that bar.
so that bar's up for grabs.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He's only did it like once a month.
I want to hear some black people in there calling us honkies too.
It's Molino, Florida. There's no black people in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Molino. What?
Molino.
Where's that?
It's like almost Alabama. It's like you just 29.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
Dang.
Yeah. But you're not even aware that the Megan Fox Hulk Hogan situation is there. You just run into
So
Hulk
you've
Hogan.
been talking to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Showed you the pussy. You're like, no thank
You're like,
you.
goddamn.
And then all of a sudden, Megan Fox walks into the bar. And you got some Blink 182 playing or whatever music you want to listen to. You're jamming out. You're jumping up and down. You don't even see the bobble down there.
No.
You don't see it popping up and down in the dress.
It's like Michelle Obama.
It's taped good.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're hammered. Both of y'all are hammered. Is that the scenario?
I think
Or
it'd
are you
be fair.
sober?
No, I think it'd be fair to be hammered because in your first situation you were hammered with Hulk Hogan.
Mhm.
So I think it'd be fair to
being
be
fair.
hammered.
You're hammered, and Megan Fox is like, it's Megan Fox. It's Transformers. You know.
Transformers.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and you're like, MGK hit this, and you're like, whoa, MGK hit.
MGK, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that
seems
does
like-
taint it a little bit for me.
MJK seems like a cool dude. Actually.
He is a cool dude,
He's-
but like I picture him tapping it with like while he's like, "I'm a wild boy, call me Steve," like hitting it while he's singing, and it just ruins it.
I don't know why, but I imagine him like crying. Like I feel like he's.
If you fuck Megan Fox,
I feel like he's be like, oh, I'd be crying too. I'd be like, oh my god, thank you so much, Megan Fox. You don't
much this
know how much this means to me and my family.
and my family, yeah. My dad's gonna, yeah.
My dad was there the whole time. I put my phone in the corner. I FaceTimed him, and he was like,
He's like,
and I picked up the phone, and he was still there, and he was like, son, you have never made me more proud. And I just want to thank you for that, Megan Fox.
you actually have some real tears coming. Wow. But do you see how proud your dad would be if you fucked Megan Fox just plain?
Yeah, if you do you have to mention that Megan Fox has a penis?
No. The camera.
You're like,
The camera
I'm
can hide-
lying.
right.
So you're taking the dick and lying to the world, saying, "Hey, I actually fucked her."
I don't think I'm lying to the world here. I think it is more gay to fuck Hulk Hogan with a pussy than to fuck Megan Fox with a dick.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
you have to go out in public with one of them afterwards, I'm guessing?
No, I mean, it's just, well, you can do whatever you choose to do, right? You could date, but this is just a simple scenario of like one time.
One time bang. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get. Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah, because I feel like eventually people are going to find out.
It's 2020. But who finds? Well, yeah, people are gonna find out. Obviously. Yeah, let's assume people find out.
Because
you're like, I had the choice.
Eventually you're going to be walking around your hometown and be like, yo, you fucked that dude, Megan Fox.
Yeah. Or they're gonna be like, you fucked Hulk Hogan, dude.
You fucked
That's what I'm
Hogan,
saying, yeah.
Hulk Hogan and his
It's-
pussy, and you're like, yeah. I mean, it was. You'd be like, hey, I'm gonna tell you what. We were at the bar and we were hanging out.
He's way more masculine. Hulk Hogan's way more masculine.
Yeah.
In this situation, to me, I don't know. Like muscles and everything, mustache, bald spot, all that shit. We didn't have to do this, and we didn't have to do this conversation on the podcast, but it's fine. It's a great debate. It's what everyone's talking about right now.
Is it?
No.
Okay. I don't know, man. This has been good.
This is after hours, yeah.
This is after hours. We have beer, Blue Moon. Me and my buddy Robert here.
Some lady gave you a duck tonight.
Yeah, this lady that was driving a Suburban was like, hey.
Or Hulk Hogan in disguise. We don't know.
She had face tats.
She was yadded up, wasn't she?
And gave me a duck. And I'm like, it's in the car. I'm pretty sure it has a tracker in it. They're gonna come rob us.
Yeah. She was in a Suburban, and she had
She's
she
like,
was
I'm the
ducked up.
duck lady. I'm supposed to be getting a duck at the end of the year. I'm like, okay.
She just moved into town. She said she had like all the ducks in the Suburban, and then she gave him one. She had a lot of other like way better looking ducks too.
Fingers burned now. They probably had fentanyl on it. She was wearing gloves when she handed it to me.
What? I didn't see that. That's weird.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's fucking creepy. Sorry, sarcasm just went right over my head.
She did hand it to me a certain way. It's just like, here's this.
Yeah. So we went to the store twice, and twice we had people smile at us. Twice we had people smile at us from outside your truck or your Jeep. Like the first time was that black dude who was just smiling at us. We were like,
he goes,
roll it down. We're like,
so
oh.
I rolled down my window and he goes, "Hey, that's a nice Jeep." And then he rode his bicycle out to the middle of the 5 lanes,
smiling still,
looking at it. I was like, okay.
And we thought it'd be less popular. It's a Tuesday night. Cumberland Farms popping, dude. Oh, goddamn, pump Cumberland Farm, dude. That shit popping.
Goddamn Cumberland Farm.
Goddamn bop bop, you know.
Clear it out my house, you know.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
Okay, home.
You guys not go to Cumberland Farms on your first beer run?
No, goddamn Cumberland Farm.
You went there for both beers?
When the
Yeah, we went on.
all the alcohol, man. With a bottle of damn cool in the back, got a Natalie Bud Light, all that shit.
It ain't had anything good, but he got them.
Got that set of home shit too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Goddamn, had to get a candy bar.
Yeah.
The payday, you know what I'm saying?
All right, shit like home. You know, fucking.
That nice
God,
ass
this
Jeep.
misery,
That
yeah.
nice ass Jeep, you got them.
Yeah. Hey, can you give me a ride home? And I said, hell no.
I'm never gonna get a job. They're gonna see this and be like, dude, you're fucking retarded.
you told them that you're libertarian. They know you're autistic.
Yeah, dude, at the very least. At the very least. That's one of my new jokes is like we had a write-in for Denali the cat as the president over Donald Trump. It's like Denali the cat had vote. Donald Trump actually had write-in votes.
Yeah.
But like Dan Marino and like Joe Montana also had write-in votes.
It actually hurts to hear that people don't take it seriously, you know?
Well, they do, but like when you're at convention, you know, especially at the Florida convention, you're getting fucked up. Like you're drinking, you're having a good
it's not a
time.
fucking pep rally. It's not a fucking pep rally.
Yeah, but it's kind of is.
Yeah. I don't know. Stand for what you believe in, you know?
Right. But like I was a voting delegate at the Florida convention when I took you there.
Yeah.
And I was still having fun. We were drinking. You bought that auctioned off the Puerto Rican moonshine.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We got you know that going. You met a couple with some party favors. We won't say what the party favors are for my career advancement purposes, but like we had a good time.
Some people told me that they were like trying to get a 3-way with me. And I didn't.
I thought that couple was. I thought that couple
I
was.
was not picking that. I don't know if that's what it was, but I didn't. It did not click with me, or like it just didn't click. It didn't click. It was happening.
I don't think that couple was. I think they were being
was.
friendly. And then she had like a medical issue, and you helped them out with that, so that was nice.
She didn't listen to me.
Yeah,
She didn't listen.
She didn't sit down.
No, I was like, you need to lay back and keep your legs up, and let me get you some juice.
She's like, who are you, the government?
Yeah. And she was like, no, fuck that. I'm gonna sit up. And I was like, okay.
Blue.
I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
And that's when I saw you. I was like, I'm just trying to get this bitch some water.
I lost you for a good 20 minutes there.
Yeah.
And then I gave you some party favors. And then we, well, not many, but we had a good time.
Yeah. I love Patrick, dude.
Yeah, Pat's. We're let's crash at his place in Panama City. Let's go to a couple mics in Panama City.
I'm down.
And crash at his place.
Yeah, I'd like to check out that comedy club.
Hear that, Pat? Yeah, beaches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody told me
trying to
send something to him. Though.
Yeah, send something. Yeah, I got the email. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me the email what I need to send. I'll send it to him. See if I can get on a show.
Yeah, Yasha and them got booked, and and Hunter got booked on there. We could get booked on there.
Okay.
They're funny. I think.
I'm
but
just kidding. I love Hunter.
But that's
I want him to come back.
Hunter's funny, and so is But I'm saying like they got booked on there. We can get booked on there. You know what I'm saying?
Who was it? Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter Stewart and Yasha.
Yeah.
I don't know his last name actually. Kuzma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Allegedly.
Russian. Yeah.
I don't know if that's his real last name. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I've
the
been
only
told it's
one I've
not.
heard.
I don't know what is like. I don't know if that's his.
Yeah, I think you're right. So yeah, I think you're right. But Cameron Smith hosts it.
Cameron Smith.
Yeah, so just reach out to him. I reached out to him. He told me to send in an email and send it like a set to an email. So
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's Cameron Smith.
But regardless,
he got real mad about a roast battle, so we'll see.
well, regardless, we should still go to the open mics there and just crash with Pat one night, especially during like football season.
Hell yeah.
See Drunk Pat again.
I love Drunk Pat. Drunk Pat, yeah. I want to golf down there though, because now I'm better, dude.
Yeah.
I'm a lot better, and I can keep it between the fucking lines a little bit.
If we're gonna golf out there, let's get Derek Stewart too, because you said he's good. I know he's good.
That guy can outdrive you.
Also good comedian.
That guy can outdrive you.
Yeah, well,
serious.
I need to get my driver. So I have a old 10.5 loft driver, and my drives go super high. I'm losing a lot of distance on that.
Yeah, whatever.
I bet if I get an 8.5, I'm driving at 300 yards again.
Nice.
I bet it. And I played the other day, and I did pretty good. It was like in a tournament kind of thing. They gave me a handicap. It was kind of bullshit. But whatever. Panama City's expensive with a golf. It's like at least going to be $100 for 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's more expensive than here for like no reason.
Golly.
It's because there's only like 4 courses
out there.
Pat said it's because like 4 courses shut down, or there's only 4 courses. There's like courses that shut down, and so like now it's just like they're just getting all the money they can get.
Okay.
But there is one like right by his house too, though.
I'm not paying no $100 to go.
That's what I'm saying. We'll just hit the range or something.
I'd be down to hit the range and do some just pitch and putt and just hang out and drink some beer.
Yeah.
Can't we just bring some beers? We'll just get the cart girl to come there to the pitch and putt. We'll drink some beers, do some pitch and putt and some range.
Yeah.
That sounds more fun to me.
Yeah,
than
just
anything.
chip for free on the practice screen.
Yeah, just
and just
chip
be like,
and
hey.
Cart girl,
Yeah.
they come right there. You can give. Who made these rules?
In all my years of golfing,
that
I've never
bullshit.
thought of this.
Yeah, fuck that. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Let's do that down there in Panama City. We'll hit the range, get a few tokens, hit a balls, go pitch and putt in between buckets. You know,
That's a great idea. I wonder if Jason Hedden golfs.
yeah.
Do you think he golfs?
I don't know, man. I'd hit him up.
Maybe we can get him some shows if we beat him in golf. You know, it's like, hey, I bet you spot at Mosey's.
I think you just gotta like focus on doing your own thing, and then those people will want you there. You know? It's just like
that's
it's
for
just
sure.
kind of the nature of the fucking beast.
No, that's for sure. But then also like the other side of the coin, you have to market yourself. Like people get on shows because they ask.
Yeah.
That's literally what happens.
Yeah.
And you gotta ask. You gotta kiss ass. It's a game, like you're saying. And I don't like playing that game. I like doing my own shit.
Yeah.
I do my own shit. You do too. You do your own shit as far as comedy more than anyone I know. I do other shit.
Yeah,
That's my
you
own
do a
shit.
bunch of other
Yeah.
Yeah, and which is Swampcast.
Yeah, Swampcast. That's fun. I like talking
Almost
politics.
at 500 followers.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like I like doing that, but that's niche. That's got a ceiling to it, right? Libertarian wise.
Yeah, but I think more and more people are becoming libertarian. So,
True.
You know, just staying in there and just doing it. I think more and more because people are waking up to the reality that our government doesn't actually care about us, and
The duopoly.
It's just
The
a bunch of old-
Republicrats.
It's just a bunch of old people spending our money, or not even spending our money, spending imaginary money that doesn't even exist.
Yeah, and your money on top of the imaginary money.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ours
you're right.
is just like a little drop into that.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. No, but I got radicalized at a very young age, I guess.
From who?
I guess I would say Ron Paul because
Who introduced you to Ron Paul?
Jon Stewart actually, like, because I used to be like a Democrat. I used to love like the Daily Show and like that kind of lefty thing, and then I saw a show
that explains your dating history.
yeah, and then I saw where he did a show, because I would watch the Daily Show all the time as I watch Comedy Central a lot, and I liked politics, and I saw a show where he was covering the Republican Iowa.
Watch Mad TV. Sorry.
Yeah, back in like I would have been. I'm a little bit younger than you, but I did watch it, and I did really like Mad TV actually.
Yes.
By the way, I will say this because Aaron Belial came to Pensacola one time for the show at the Handlebar, and it was the people were like roasting him. He was like, roast me and I'll roast you back. I said he looked like Sad TV instead of Mad TV. And it was because he does. He looks like the kid from Mad TV, but he can't talk, so it's Sad TV.
Oh.
That was fucking good. Yeah, I know, but he laughed at it. He
That's good.
And then he roasted me back.
What do you call you?
I can't remember. It wasn't as good as Sad TV, though.
Yeah.
It was not as good as Sad TV.
That's when you were like, I can be a comedian.
That's when I was like, I got Aaron Belial, but like I like Aaron Belial as a comedian. But no, Jon Stewart was covering the Republican Iowa convention, the caucus, because Iowa's like the big one, right? And he was showing how the mainstream news skipped Ron Paul. He was like Mitt Romney's first. They said who is they either skipped him in second or skipped him in third, and then they said who was in like fourth or last place. They didn't even mention Ron Paul's name. And then Jon Stewart was like behind who? And then he did a thing about Ron Paul, and then I started looking into that, and ever since I looked into Ron Paul, he was like anti-war, anti-drug war, do what you want. He was a libertarian in the 80s. He ran as a libertarian, but didn't get any traction, so he became a Republican.
Dang.
Yeah. So probably like 2012, like right before I could vote, and because my birthday was at the end of November.
What's stopping you from getting into local politics and starting to do?
Because I don't want to. I'd rather do comedy and stuff. Yeah.
But like actually how we get real change.
Well, actually,
is through your local government first, and changing that and being like, hey, we can't change everybody, but our district guy isn't allowed to trade on the stock market.
Right.
We can do that. So
I'm involved with the Florida Mises Caucus, and we fund only local candidates, libertarian local candidates. So I'm not involved locally here in Pensacola per se. And I would have been. I was gonna help Stan McDaniels out with his campaign, but he got arrested, so he's in jail.
For what?
For VOP, violation of probation, pretty much. But that's another. I'll tell you off air that whole story. But it's really, I don't really blame him for the situation he's in. I probably would be in the same situation if I was him. But we fund local candidates like below state level. In like if they run. The problem is the party's a joke. There's like not infrastructure, not a whole lot of people running, but we do fund those candidates.
Yeah, but the thing is, if someone actually of power, like who is in it, like you or somebody like that, like maybe Derek
who?
Our golf buddy Derek
Stewart, if he wants to run for office.
I'm talking Davidson.
Oh, Davidson? Yeah, we could fund. We could fund him.
He's smart, level-headed. Like I would love to have him as a representative.
Yeah, me too.
Local thing, like he is the perfect candidate. Yeah. You
hear that, Derek?
Why can't
you hear that, Derek? Why don't you run for local office, and we'll fund him, and because I can get the funding for him for sure.
I don't see why not. It's never the people that want to run; it's the people we need to run.
Right?
You know?
Yeah.
And he's like a person who I think has the mental capacity and like the like honor, integrity, the integrity that you would actually want
I'm all for it. The hardest part about running a libertarian candidate is convincing them to run.
Yeah.
Because like most likely like reality, they're gonna lose. But it just moves the bar a little bit. They do have a higher chance of winning at a local level though, especially if we select
Just
the
for
race.
like a local representative in a district.
Yeah.
You know, just do one district. We start in one district, then we win this another district.
So the strategy is to find races that are unopposed and then interject them, because the overall goal is to just eliminate government unless it's like really needed, right?
Yeah.
So the overall goal is like, oh, get you in there just to vote no on a lot of this shit. If it's unopposed, then we can get you in, and that's what we do.
But
in a
the
lot of
person
places.
can't just be in there voting no. You have to be a representative of your community too.
Yep.
You got to be out there and actually doing work, because you need to prove that it doesn't take a government ordinance for you to do good in your community. You can just be out there fucking doing good.
Yep. But if you run on a libertarian platform, then you would be representing the people who voted for you in like however you implement your whole, you know, like by eliminating regulations or whatever, you know.
Obviously,
implementing
you'd
that.
be trying to prevent that, but you can't just be doing that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you got to be represent. Yeah, it's a game. It's a politics is dirty, dude. And I've learned that. I learned that at the past like 2-3 years, even at a small level.
I think it's dirty when a good guy plays nice, but when a good guy plays them for their game and like actually is blunt and honest and is not afraid to stand for like to say what is happening, you have you know, things happen. That's what I mean. Elon Musk has like fuck you money.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And Derek's got a Corvette, so
and he's
Yeah.
so he's able to say exactly without fear of repercussion, and that's what you need, is somebody with no fear of repercussion, because hey, at the end of the day, they stand for something that's reasonable.
yeah, I agree. I don't know. It's to me, it's more like not more like, to me right now, the Libertarian Party, the LP. I'm just gonna start calling it LP since we've been talking about it. Has gained more traction this year than any other year in its history, because we had outsiders come to the convention and they're like begging us to vote. Like Trump begged us for his vote, and he offered concessions to us. Vivek Ramaswamy was there. RFK was there. The only other candidate that wasn't there was Joe Biden and Jill Stein. And so it's like, we're obviously a voting bloc that in certain states sways a population.
Yeah.
Like we call it, like in Michigan, the amount of libertarians that voted for Joe Jorgensen last time could have helped either or.
Yeah, but I mean, Joe Jorgensen was the best one I've had since I've been of voting age, because I wasn't able to vote.
Gary Johnson would have been. Gary Johnson got more votes than Joe Jorgensen.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just for me as like being an actual,
Just like a candidate was.
after I was actually well informed, you know, like you spend years of just like believing whatever you believe, and then you get on graveyard shift, and then all of a sudden you're digging into YouTube and watching congressional hearings just as a pastime, and then all of a sudden you're like, damn, the whole fucking thing is rigged. And like that's before, like, no one has to tell you that. You're just doing, you're thinking you're Republican, and so you start watching congressional hearings to see how they're like messing with things, and you're like, God damn, both sides are like this. Like there's a couple here and there that are like trying to speak sense to the world, and then the rest of them are just towing the line, selling their
Making
district down,
money.
making money. And it's about money, dude. It's about money. It's not about.
It is.
The thing is, it needs to be about our children. It needs to be about the future, and like you look at in European countries where they're developing leaders. They're not just developing children. Every kid is developed into being a unit with their community. It's just they're doing it way better when it comes to education.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's one thing, like, education-wise, like, I've always thought this is a weird idea. I've always been, like, people have been like, what, you're fucking crazy. Obviously, the libertarian me is like, abolish the Department of Education at the federal level, and then either do it in state or local level. But at the same time, I think as America, we have so many different things you could be good at. We're the, like, land of the free, home of the brave. You could have schools for, like, acting. You could have schools for math. You could have schools for all sorts of shit.
We have that.
Yeah, we do have that stuff.
But it's expensive.
But and it's competing with the public school system, right? And you're already paying taxes for one system. So it's like taking your money. Like, why would I pay to send my kid, unless I'm rich, send my kid to a private school if I'm already paying in the system and they get a good education doing public school, right? What I'm saying is, like, we should have all sorts of diverse schools, like mechanic, like everything, whatever your kid wants to do, send them to that kind of school.
I've seen high school schools like that where,
and I'm not saying there shouldn't be any public school either. I'm saying it should be competitive. It should be a competitive market.
well, I've seen schools like that where the high school, during your high school career, you will leave there with a trade degree or an associate.
That's what I went to West Florida here in Pensacola. I did Cox Cable University, like Cox Cable Academy. I could have worked out of high school at Cox Cable. And we had Gulf Power. We had Andrews Institute sponsor and stuff. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
But it also needs to happen, like, across the board, and then many other other companies sponsoring your high school and shit. We got deep into politics on this one. This is cool.
I definitely
like
think that the high school should be like kind of an ad for the local community, you know, like if you have a high school team, it should look like a European fucking soccer team. Everything should have a little sponsor all over. Like, they should look like Girl Scouts out there with fucking badges on the sachet,
like a little capitalist badge. Yeah.
You just hey, this is paying for
Pepsi.
No, I'm talking about John's Lawn Care.
Oh, very local businesses and shit. Yeah,
all this is paying for our fucking travel, our fucking this, or that, or put it all on their uniforms. And somehow, whenever it goes to public school, it's like, oh, they just need to say John's High School and Nike.
Yeah, but see, that's my thing. When it's like public school, everything is like uniform across the board. There's no diversity in thought. It's just like everything you learn is like the same. Yeah. It's like no one person's the same. We're an individualist society, and we're trying to fit this like socialist idea of like public education. And I'm not saying it's all bad.
Well,
I'm saying let
is good in a sense, but
yeah,
you do need people that believe in a certain way of a society.
Yeah, but like even like
you need to be
in a perfect.
Hey, we believe in freedom of the freedom. You know,
but like in a perfect society for me, like even the people who are like all for socialism, they can go to fucking Northern California or like Oregon or some shit or like Washington and have their own local community and try that shit out. You know,
exactly. That's why we need to basically break everything down into like states. And so, like,
county, small. Yeah,
states at least. So, like,
at least, yeah.
If you want to if you live in a socialist network, you know, and if that's your values and stuff, California, that country over there,
right?
That state. And that's how it was in, like,
but see, that's when the Republicans come in and they're like, don't you have any national pride? Don't you care about keeping the United States to get, like, that's when they come in.
Well, when you have national funding, we need to get rid of national funding.
Yeah.
So, like, we're not pulling into one big funnel, and then all the politicians get to take their clip, and then they distribute it accordingly. How about each state be
Florida would be sitting so good. Florida's like the third largest economy in the world.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
besides-
Texas, Texas be
be killing it, California
it'd be like
be killing it.
Texas and Florida. We would have the most like what is it called when
GDP, we'd have like
no, I'm
the
talking
most
about
GDP.
like when reciprocity.
Reciprocity?
Reciprocity.
What do you
Like
mean? Yeah.
all our laws would be the same in Texas as it is in Florida. You know?
Oh yeah. That's something that's also scary for people. Like, say there was like a national divorce and like all the states broke.
All for it.
I'm all for it too. But like, yeah, and fuck
It'd
you
be
if you're
shit
not.
for a little bit.
Yeah,
It'd be shit for a little bit. But the thing is,
because I don't agree
every
with what's
state-
going on.
Every state has something valuable that they can be an outsource of, and maybe some aren't. But like,
Well, that was the original battle between the Federalists and the Anti-Federalists, right? It's like, who has the most power, the federal government, or do the states have the most power? And then through years and years of like the Supreme Court whittling down the Anti-Federalists, it just became it just became the biggest central government of all time,
yeah,
without being, besides maybe China. You know,
it's the beginning of the end. You know,
but I'm 100. I think you're right, but the thing is, it scares people. Change scares people, and for good reason. Like in Argentina,
well, something has to change because we're heading down
right
a bad trail here.
But
right?
even Ron Paul said this, and Javier Milei is going through this right now in Argentina. How he came in from a super socialist government, Argentina, hyperinflation, all that. He came in with a super Rothbardian Mises kind of Hoppian look at it and said, "Afuera, we're cutting all of the government spending. We're cutting all these government programs. It's gonna hurt for a little bit. It's like a hangover. When you stop drinking, you're gonna have a headache.
You're gonna have some."
And now all the people who are like getting all these government benefits, all the pensions, and all that, they're rioting in the streets because they're like, I'm not getting
Able to
fed by the
freeload no
big
more.
tax machine.
Yeah.
And that's gonna happen.
Yeah. True.
And we're a lot bigger than Argentina. So the argument is incrementalism over like just going afuera. That's where we're at now, but it's never gonna happen unless you don't vote Republican
You gotta
or
start
Democrat.
small and do local and fix your local shit. And
That's honestly the answer. Yeah, that's 100% the answer.
And that's the answer to a lot of things. You know, you want your community to care about their community. How about when we're out here, like our park needs a new paint job?
Yeah.
How about we have all the kids paint the fucking place up?
Here's the thing, exactly that. So in my brother's neighborhood, they play pickleball a lot, and there's a basketball court there. Basketball court has no lines for basketball or pickleball or anything like that, and they're like, we told the city to paint new lines, blah blah blah, whatever. And it's like,
How much
why
is
are
a
you
bucket of paint?
Yeah, how much is a bucket of paint, Lamar? Like, why are you waiting on the city to do it? Why don't you just fucking do it yourself? And like, instead of, because like you do it yourself, it's gonna cost, let's say, maybe a couple $100 for all the paint, if you want to do it really nice, by the way.
No,
And then
I don't
you-
want it
and
to
then
be
you go
nice.
tell
I
the
want the kids to do it.
Yeah,
I want them to be proud of whatever they fucking do.
That's fine. That would be great too. I agree. Instead, the mindset is like, I gotta go ask the government
help.
to paint my basketball court, and at the end of the day, you go to City Hall, and they're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna come out with a cost thousands of dollars. How does that even happen? Tucker Carlson interviewed Bukele from Ecuador, the president over there who just won his second term, and he pointed out it's like when a fat person eats too much, just like me. It's like, obviously you can tell there's something wrong, you know.
Yeah, stop eating.
In
Rob.
California, they paid a couple $1 billion, I might be over exaggerating, for a 600-meter railway.
Yeah, I saw that.
600-meter
It didn't
railway.
go very far.
Yeah, It's not very far. And then he compared that to back when we built the Empire State Building for way less. And we built this railway in 10 years. We built the Empire State Building in 1 year. That's where we're at as a society. The decadence has gotten out of hand. The whole system just bureaucratic bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were supposed to streamline things so skyscrapers could go up in a day instead of a
Right.
year. That's what we were supposed to be going to and doing it safely. But then all of a sudden, doing it safely turned into...
It's just not incentivized. Like the public, like when you ask money from your government, like if you're getting reoccurring funds from the government, like the government funds a certain plan, they don't do it 1 year. They do it like multiple years. And if you don't use all of the money, then you don't get funded.
Yeah.
So it incentivizes you to use every single bit of the money that the government makes, but you don't do it efficiently.
Yeah.
Right?
You don't do it correctly.
Yeah, right. Whereas, like, if I'm a business, I have to show you how efficient I've been with my money.
Yeah, but the thing is, not using up all the money means that you're doing something right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, you losing emergencies should be treated as emergencies, not as a part of your natural fund.
Yeah, 100%.
So if something happens, like, hey, man, there's no sense.
There's no sense.
No one's using any common sense. Like there's this little piece of paper that says we have to do this. How about we use fucking common sense and be like, hey, the water main broke.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to direct funds to that. That's an incidental.
Yeah.
You know.
And here's one thing, like,
But I'm an idiot, and I don't actually know what I'm saying. I have no fucking formal education.
no, I am too, but like I've read
I just
like
want to do a disclaimer.
I've read like some, Austrian economic books, and like to me, it's like the private sector can handle most things way better than the government can, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the things that made me mad. One of my main voting issues is war, like anti-war, right? Like in Florida, before the Russians invaded, like right before the Russians invaded Ukraine the second time, not Crimea, but the second time, the Florida National Guard was training Ukrainian troops over in Ukraine, and then we pulled them back. So there's this act called Defend the Guard, which keeps your National Guard in your state.
I love this.
What a novel idea. Because it was created because whenever Hurricane Katrina hit Louisiana, the National Guard was over in Afghanistan, not taking care of Louisiana. And so the bill pretty much keeps your National Guard in your state for emergencies. But the federal government and the state governments have gotten so out of whack that they're using your National Guard to go train Ukrainian troops to fight this war against Russia.
Yeah, when they're supposed to be there to defend
Right.
your state.
That's the kind of shit that irks me, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I will never join the Republicans, while I'll never join the Democrats, is because of shit like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know. We went from Hulk Hogan and Megan Fox.
This has been a good
To this.
episode.
This is good.
It's been a long